Hello, everybody. I'm Renee, owner of Red Orchid Travel and also founder and hostess of the Red Orchid Women's Travel Tours. I've had quite a few inquiries lately about Iceland, especially for adventure, nature, culture, and all the discovery focused trips. So when I learned about this fabulous women only tours offered by Viking Women, I was absolutely thrilled. In fact, I already have one of my ladies heading there in February, and she would love to have anybody join her for a wonderful retreat. These tours really check off all the boxes for all the things adventure, relaxation, comfort, meaningful experiences. And I'm excited to learn more side by side with you today. So, with that, I would love to say hello to Sega, who is owner of Viking Women. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. Yeah, very good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm delighted to have you with us. And I'd love for you to share all the things about
Oh,
Viking women. And yeah, tell us everything. I'm going to hand this all over to you and I'm going to just lap it up. I'm
yes.
very excited about this. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining me.
Yeah, thank you for making this with me. This is very exciting. I am from Iceland, local, born and raised, and I just love my country a lot. And there is no place like home. And there's just another feeling of showing travelers how wonderful Iceland is and how different it is throughout the entire island. And also, there are so many things to do, and it really, everybody can find something they like here in Iceland. So I'm gonna show you some photos and go a little bit over things. I am the founder of Viking Women Tours. Basically, the only tour travel agency Iceland that focuses on women only tours in Iceland. So I thought it was time for that type of um, tour agency to be formed in Iceland. I've been guiding in Iceland since 2014, so for a long time. And I've guided for various companies throughout Iceland, which has definitely given me all the experience and kind of shaped me and molded me into the guide that I am today. And when COVID hit, obviously there were no tourists coming to Iceland. So during my current work with a big travel agency, everybody was laid off, and I had a lot of time to think. And I've had this burning dream in me to do something on my own. I didn't feel like I was, blossoming more. I feel like I was stuck as a guide. I wasn't like gaining more kind of knowledge or experiences. I felt like I've done it all. So I wanted something that challenges me, and I wanted something that was mine. And this women only tour in Iceland was a dream of mine. Yeah, I've been like having this in my stomach for a while. So when COVID hit, I was like, well, let's just do it. How hard can it be opening up a business? That was it's been a lesson, but fast forward to where we are today. Viking Women Tours is not this little experimental project I had in 21. It has grown bigger and is now a, yeah, like a company that is not going away. And women only tours are starting to be quite big in the world, and women are starting to be a big part of tourists and travelers. So I started with hiking tours because that is my passion. I've been a hiking guide for a long time, and I started offering few hiking tours during the summer. Both are the best hiking trail that I say is the best hiking trail in the world is this Laugavegur trail. You can see the name on the picture over there. We offer this amazing trail in summertime. And then we also do glacier hikes and all sorts of other just hikes all over Iceland. Um, well, Viking Women was started to become more popular, so I wanted to expand my tours and starting to offer also sightseeing tours. So I own these two buses. Their name is Freyja, the white one, after the Viking goddess Freyja. And then the black one is called Vigdís, which is named after the first elected female president, which is Vigdís Finnbogadóttir. So I will name all my buses some good Icelandic female names. So, so yeah, Viking Women Tours is just a mixture of hiking trips, sightseeing tours, private tours, and we do our tours all year around. Camping tours even, and very adventure thrilling tours. So you just name it. I always say the sky is the limit with Viking Women Tours. But our newest addition of tours is the wellness retreat tours. And we have this wellness tour offered both in summertime and wintertime. And I'm going to be focusing more on the winter wellness tour today. And I just want to point out the mother and the baby on the picture. That's my fiance and my little girl that was taken last summer. We were up in the Highlands. So let's go a little bit over the winter wellness retreat. We operate this tour, the 6-day tour, from October till May. The summer months, and then obviously we have the summer wellness retreat. These two tours, the itinerary is pretty much the same, but with the winter wellness retreat, obviously you have more snow, and the inclusions are all the same, except you get actually an add-on inclusion in the winter wellness retreat, and that is a thrilling super jeep transfer up to the Highlands and back. Because my buses aren't big enough to drive in the massive snow up there, so I hire these massive ones that can get people up there and back safely. So that's fun.
Sounds exciting.
So yeah, it's good. And yeah, you can see there's snorkeling included, which is pretty amazing because here in Iceland we have this fissure called Silfra. It's a fissure in the National Park Þingvellir where it is top, like rated in the top 5 the best destinations for diving and snorkeling. And the reason it's so popular is because you're in the middle of the tectonic plates. And also the water that you're snorkeling in which is a glacial water, so it's pretty cold. That is very clear water. It's been purified so much. So when the water ends up in the fissure, you're just looking at this really, really clear water. And the visibility is just 100 meters, which is not common. Not much like fish life over there. It's more like geology. It's just beautiful landscape underneath and pretty cool experience to be able to see that you snorkeled in between 2 continents.
Yes.
Yeah.
My son's a diver, and he said that's an absolute place he'd love to go to swim between those two tectonic plates. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely. I mean, if he's a diver or anything of that sort, definitely. The only thing that's maybe different is going to be different from him and for other people that have dived and snorkeled in warmer places is that here in Iceland you will get a dry suit, so not a wetsuit. So we want to keep you dry and warm. So you get like a teddy bear suit first. You wear your long johns and wool thermals underneath, and then you get the dry suit on top. So you be dry and warm. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So you're kind of all bulked up there, and then you get like gloves and masks and everything, and then you just float there peacefully, looking at this beautiful surroundings. It's really, really nice. Just want to point out that snorkeling is not for everybody. And if you want to like tap out of that activity, that's no problem at all. Your Viking Women guide can take you for a lovely walk in the meantime in the national park. Um, I just highly recommend that you stay there with the group and see how they're getting themselves in the suit and everything, take some photos, and then they walk like penguins towards the entrance. It's really fun and just nice. So once they're on doing the snorkeling, you can go for a hike with your guide in the meantime. It's a lovely park.
So you just dispelled everything I thought of. I kept thinking bathing suit, and you're saying these nice suits where everybody's still warm. That sounds way appealing to me.
Yeah. And then afterwards you get like hot chocolate, warm up a little bit and you feel really thrilling. It's really good. Cold water is very therapeutic. So so that's nice. But we don't have only cold water experiences. We have a lot of hot water experience as well. So you're going to be able to bathe in hot springs just outside of your hotels throughout this tour, which is definitely a wellness part of it. There's going to be hikes as well. 1 hour yoga session. I mean, it's just this tour screams wellness. So so there's going to be hikes and obviously in winter we need to be considerate of weather. I mean, there has been a group that couldn't do much of a hiking because it was just kind of quite windy and blizzard outside, but they went outside anyway and did some hike in the area. But there is like one major hike on day 3 planned. It's back and forth type of hike. So if hikers start to hike and then they're like, I'm good. I've had my hiking thrill for the day. I'm just gonna head back to the hotel. That's also perfectly fine. So yeah,
Which can I, so we, shall we talk about the weather in Iceland?
yeah.
I know I was giggling when I was there in June when they told us the average temperature in winter, and it's a lot lower than what we have here in Canada. So cold for us is not cold for you.
No, yeah, your numbers are much colder, definitely. The only thing we need to be considered of is that in winter we can get these kind of hurricane speed wind. And when you have cold weather, but like, -6 degrees Celsius, a strong wind can make it feel
Yes.
like, you know.
Yes.
So layers, layers, layers. Wool is the best thing ever. And yeah, and
Not
just
not minus 40 like we can have here.
no, 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 definitely not. I would
Just the
say,
chill.
yeah, but that's the part of the experience visiting
Yeah.
Iceland in winter. And also one thing that winter has that summer doesn't have is the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis. And
Nice.
yeah, that's
Everybody
all.
loves that.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Who doesn't love some nice light show? Um, so. So yeah, so this 6-day tour definitely covers it all. It's both look like adventure thrilling, but it's also calm and relaxing because we have the yoga session. These amazing accommodations are so nice. The group starts in Reykjavik for one night at Exeter Hotel, which is in downtown. It's right by the old harbor. It's close to a local restaurant that I usually reserve table at for the welcome meeting and it's just nice little hotel. I really love it. It's cool and quaint and just super cute. There's also like a bus stop that stops there right in front. So when people are taking the fly bus from the airport, they just ask to be dropped at bus stop 8. That's right in front because we have these designated bus stops all around. Yeah,
So convenient.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so convenient. I've taken a look at it because my client's going to stay there. She's going in a day ahead of the retreat just to have some time
Right.
in Iceland and Reykjavik. So perfect
Nice.
little spot, right? So convenient.
Yeah, definitely. And like everything that is like what makes the city center, popular is just right next to it. And also good idea to arrive a bit early. It's always nice to do that, have a little alone time. So yeah, so there's one night at this hotel, and then the on day 2, when the group does um, a bit of the Golden Circle, which is this very popular route that consists of 3 major sightseeing points: the spouting hot spring Geysir, the waterfall Gullfoss, and also the National Park Þingvellir. The group will visit either Geysir or Gullfoss, so they will just visit one. part because what they have to do at 10:30 is they have to step on the super jeep because it's a fixed transfer that goes every day at the same time. So the group departs on the super jeep up to the Highland Base, which is this beautiful hotel opened up 2 years ago. So it's quite new. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And the group will stay in deluxe rooms in this particular hotel. The deluxe rooms are kind of the main point of being there. You know, they're so beautifully decorated and lovely, and it's just amazing. And the Highland Base has the natural baths just outside. They have amazing restaurant. They have like a lounge area, and and you're just literally in the middle of Iceland. And just imagine seeing the Northern Lights there. It's like
Mm,
just
perfect.
just a dream. So the Highland Base will be the for 2 nights when the group arrives, and then the day after they do the big hike, which is like a 12-kilometer back and forth. And then on departure day, the group has some breakfast. The guide will maybe go for them with them for a little morning walk, have some lunch at the Highland Base, and then the Super Jeep departs at 1. So they depart back to where they, departed. So yeah, so once the group is back, they hop onto the Viking Women bus, check out either Gullfoss or Geysir, depending on what they saw, 2 days before, and kind of head to the next hotel, Ion Adventure Hotel. As you can see, it's different looking kind of hotel. It has won many awards for like its design, and also it's beautiful, located close to the National Park Þingvellir. You see this glass box over there? That's the Northern Lights room. It's a really cool bar or Northern Lights bar. And their restaurant Silvra is fabulous. Really, really good. I think they sometimes have Michelin chefs cooking there.
Oh,
So, yeah,
the thing I see the most there is all of the light that would come in. Look at those windows.
I
Amazing.
know. Yeah. Well, you don't need to think about too much light in winter, obviously, as we have quite dark days in winter time. But yeah, it's a fabulous hotel, and you're greeted with a glass of champagne. There's also like a beautiful hot spring outside, this long hot tub thing, sauna, and yeah, just really stylish hotel. You just want to take endless photos there. And it's like in the middle of nowhere, just like the Highland Base. Nobody else around except like a geothermal power plant close by where this hotel gets its sources of hot water.
Nice.
Yeah. And I also want to talk about the food and the meals in this trip. It's all included from dinner on day 1 till breakfast on day 6. And some meals are pre-ordered. Some you can like choose on the site what you want. And we cater gluten-free, vegan, dairy-free. You know, everybody definitely,
Perfect.
yeah, caters to,
That's a big thing now. That's perfect.
yeah.
Love that.
So yeah, all meals included, and it's all like fresh, locally sustainable. Like you see, like this artistic meal dishes that you just almost don't want to eat because they're so pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so this tour is lovely. I just want to end with this, with what Viking Women stands for and what we're for. We obviously love nature. My guides, my great women guides, they all have passion for nature and people and sustainability. Um, there's nothing better than, women's empowerment. I mean, and also just being able to see a woman that thought she couldn't do this hike or something, but she did, and she just, stands on top of the mountain, so vigorated and powerful. It's the best thing ever.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously community. Us women, we have to stand together, support each other. And I would definitely say the Viking Women Tours are very authentic. And yeah, we call them adventures, but that doesn't mean it's like all crazy, adventures, climbing and skydiving and all that. But it's definitely authentic. And you have great local Icelandic women leading the tours and sharing their own stories and and their knowledge and passion for Iceland.
So Iceland is known for being safe.
Yeah.
So what would you say to the woman who might be solo and might just want this great adventure trip, but is thinking about her safety in Iceland? I know I've sent other ladies up there, so I can only say that, who found it fine. My own granddaughter went up there all alone as a solo, loved
Yeah.
it. So what would you say as a local? Would you say to a woman like,
Well, I mean, it's first of all, it's great that you made a decision to travel solo. That's amazing. And definitely Iceland is super safe, one of the safest countries in the world. And it's also quite, what do you say, progressed when it comes to the rights, the women rights, LGBTQ rights, human rights, all sorts of things. So, and we're small. I mean, Iceland are like less than 400,000 people. That's the,
yeah,
population. So small community in an island. Things are very, very safe here. And if you're thinking about going solo as a traveler, I would definitely um, like want you to take your first step by joining a tour so you can kind of see how it is, feel a bit, and also meet other solo travelers that maybe perhaps in the future would like to join you on your next solo trip. That has happened. Women have
agreed.
been in communication and be like, where to next? They found their travel buddies.
I agree. That's what happens in our women's group is friendships form
Yeah.
and they do travel together later or visit or continue that friendship. And I love that aspect. And I feel even just as a solo to take that first step to go to somewhere on a bucket list like Iceland and say they've had their northern experience. Well, you know what? That's the first step, like you said. And they're in the safety and comfort of other women. And there's a lot of camaraderie there and support
Mm.
and
Yeah.
cheering, like, hey, you can do
Yeah.
this. And
Yeah.
no,
Exactly. Exactly. And also we take care of them from like even before the trip starts. I always send out like a WhatsApp group invite so we can start chatting, get to know each other, tell a little bit about ourselves, and also if there's like last minute things that we need to give out or just anything, like we have that, the WhatsApp group already there. So it's also good for safety and also like, oh, my flight got canceled or whatever. We're in contact with you even before the trip starts. And sometimes long after the trip ends. I mean, I'm still getting messages, since the summer.
yeah, you can keep the WhatsApp group going after. Everybody
Yeah.
continues to keep in touch. But that's the one thing that I want to mention is flights in winter do get canceled. So definitely go in the day before, have the day before, get in the time zone because you're about 5 hours difference from us in time zone. So
Yeah.
getting in, it's like going to Europe. You got to get in the time zone, but
Yeah.
then you're safe if you have a flight delay or anything like that. So what would you say would be how far in advance you like women to join these groups? Because I would think that, already for February this year for the wellness retreat, and you only do the one of them in February and one in October. So these are nice events, but not held all the time.
Hmm.
I would say I think you should book in sooner rather than later, right? Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, there are last minute bookings, which it's great and we always try to accommodate that. But we always have to make sure that, we have our reservations, hotels need to get final, updates and all that. So, I mean, the sooner the better, definitely. But
Right.
I also love spontaneous travelers and, you know, they
Of course.
feel free to join, definitely.
Oh yeah, there's a hype in there. Whew.
Yeah.
Also, I know that you really look after your women. You send out a packing list, and you offer anybody who wants any equipment, they can get it through a rental company. They're like the little spiky shoes for their boots
Yeah.
if they don't want to buy them, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a rental company that I partner with. I give my clients a discount promo code if they want to rent stuff from there. They have everything. They like everything from sleeping bags to big down jackets to hiking shoes and also these hiking spikes or crampons, which is definitely essential for a winter trip like this. Definitely recommend it. So
So,
we, yeah, offer that.
so hiking boots rental. Wow,
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
save the clunkiness of going to buy some and wearing them in time and all the rest.
Right.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Sega, tell me more. How can my ladies be in touch? So I'm
Yeah.
offering this trip, and obviously I have a client going already who would love the company. So the next steps and keeping in touch. Are you on social media?
Yes, I love social media. Instagram, Viking Women Tours. Just like if you Google Viking Women Tours, it's easy to find us because there's nobody else like Viking Women Tours, which is great. So you can find us on Instagram and also Facebook. We do have a website which we are currently giving a bit of a facelift. I'm very excited to launch the new website. And of course, I have email, but I highly recommend if anybody's interested in this tour or other tours with us, if they book with you, they get a discount. So,
Yes. So
yes.
that helps to pay towards whatever they like, even if it's just dinner the night before, settling in, and
Yeah,
whatever they
exactly.
want.
Yeah.
But don't, yeah,
Exactly.
you when you factor in that they're pretty much taken care of literally from the time you meet them at the hotel, going to
Hmm.
dinner that night. Everything is arranged, seamless, and
Hmm.
the experiences are like, welcome to Iceland. What
Yeah,
better way to do it?
exactly. Yeah. And let us show you our home and why we love it.
I love it. Oh, I wish I had been there longer when I was there in June, but thank you so much. I'd like to join you for one of
Yeah,
your tours. I think it would be
you
very
should come.
great. I think I would love to.
Yeah, I mean, you need to see what it's all about.
Yes,
Be
yeah,
there.
see it for yourself. Don't
Yes.
and also, I mean, you're local. So what better way to see the country than through the eyes of someone who's lived
Mhm.
there their whole life? So
Yes.
Saga, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join me today and share all about Viking women and all these women only adventures because you have more tours than just the wellness tours. It's always inspiring to learn more and empowering travel experiences with everybody. And I know the women in our ladies community will be excited to watch this. And for anyone who feels they would love to join Viking Women, anytime for any trip, just be in touch. I'll help you schedule. And if you're not working with a travel advisor, love to see another date that suits your schedule. So thank you for watching. And again, thank you. Sega, have a great day. And we will definitely be in touch for more.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. This was fun.
All righty. We'll stop right there. Have a
Yeah.
great day.
You too. Bye.